Welcome back to the Nerd Brother podcast. Thank you for nerding out with us today. As always, I'm Jake. That's Danny. Welcome back and Happy New Year's, everybody. Thank you. It's been a crazy year, 2025.
Yep.
Now into 2026.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of good movies this year. Um, so real quick, out of all the movies coming out in 2026, what are you the most excited for?
I don't know.
We got Spider-Man.
Spider-Man may hit or miss.
You got
Doomsday hit or miss.
you got
We'll see.
Supergirl.
Supergirl. We still haven't watched the trailer, so I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah,
would say
true.
I would be, but I don't know. People are saying it's bad, but I think they're overreacting.
Yeah. So yeah,
The boy. Okay, things I'm excited for: The Boys season 5, Invincible season 4, Reacher season 4, and then we got JJK this month, Freerin, and then we got Hell's Paradise season 2, Apothecary Diaries season 3. The list could go on, literally. For anime, we're hitting big.
Yep.
At least
We're getting Fern soon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna what JJK.
JJK season 3, Hell's Paradise season 2, Apothecary season 3 that later this year. Apparently Fire Force season 3 part 2 is coming out this year. I'm trying to think what else. I think that's it for now, but yeah, I don't know. I should know more, but I don't.
No, that's totally fine. That's still a lot to look forward to. A lot for me to catch up on, so I can watch some animes.
Yeah.
So we'll go into deep thoughts
with Logan.
Then
I don't remember last week's, so we're not going to answer it. But this week's deep thought is: if you weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of nachos, are you 1% nacho? Yep.
Are you 1% nacho?
Yeah, so you weigh 99 pounds and you eat nachos. Or you eat 1 pound of nachos, are you 1% nacho? Because 100% of you would be 100 pounds.
That's true. Okay. All right. And then we have.
So
Goku
now
session.
going on to Can They Beat Goku? Okay, this week's contender is Minecraft Steve.
Minecraft Steve.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Jake is defending Goku as he believes Goku can solo anyone, and I tried coming up with contenders who could beat Goku, possibly. Now this week is Minecraft Steve. I don't think Steve is losing. I think Steve's winning. I'm sorry.
How?
Infinite lives. Literally infinite lives. Steve has
infinite hardcore.
Lives. Okay, but we're not talking hardcore. We're talking base Steve.
Base
not
Steve?
Hardcore. Yeah. Why would you count hardcore? That's just a fun mode. Like base Steve in every other mode, like my man literally can he can die and just constantly respawn. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but he can constantly respawn, but then that's just a losing endless loop for him to keep on dying. It's like Dormammu in Doctor Strange.
I don't think
just
so.
Him dying over and over and over again.
No, because Minecraft Steve, think about it, dude. He can craft, he could build whatever he wants. There's a lot you could do. He could use a command block / kill Goku, gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Command block kills Goku anytime.
Command block even... Command block's not even technically in the game.
Yes, it is. It's in Java.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
Command block could kill Goku.
Command block could, but I just think that's other than that.
Steve, I'm just saying Steve's OP. Okay, creative Steve, he's immortal. You're not killing creative Steve either.
Yeah, but he's also not touching Goku either.
Yeah, he is. He has infinite flight. He can zoom as fast as Goku. I guarantee you. He has the ability to open anything he wants from the Minecraft world. He could probably kill
He still
Goku.
has UI. He can't touch him.
He can't touch him.
Anything that he will build, he'll break through. He'll break through freaking bedrock.
No, sir.
He will. Yes,
no,
Goku will break through
cannot
bedrock.
break
He can also just teleport.
No, because if we're going against creative Steve, Steve can break bedrock. Creative Steve.
Yeah, but Goku could also teleport as well. So wherever he is, he can just go.
Dude, but so can Steve /TP.
Steve cannot teleport.
Yes, /TP. Teleport, dude.
No,
literally. Dude, these are real things in Minecraft. /kill /TP. Dude, it's over. Steve can teleport, bro.
I don't think Steve can beat Goku.
I think Steve can beat Goku. I'm sorry. Infinite lives, immortal if we're going creative route. Hardcore, yeah, I'll give you that. He'll lose in hardcore, but other than
Goku's technically immortal. The Dragon Ball's in there.
No, bro, dude, that's dumb.
That's not dumb. You can have the Namek Dragon Balls and just infinite respawns.
Infinite respawns? Okay, but that's every once a year. I'm just saying Steve could beat him.
All he could wish for, I want infinite lives.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. That's technically never. They never said that he can't do that. They just haven't. So I'm just saying he can do the same thing. I'm just saying I think that
Okay, but
Steve
either
would
way,
eventually
then
get
is it a winning or
Goku would
losing
eventually just
battle?
get bored because his opponent's too easy to face.
No, but you think Steve's easy to face? It's Steve.
It's Steve, but it's also going against Goku. If it was Steve going against somebody else, then I'd be like, yeah, maybe. But it's Goku, bro.
No, Steve literally, bro. Like, take Smash Bros. Steve. My man just digs the floor and goes to diamonds.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, Goku can literally just pound
Dude,
through the
okay,
ground.
but Steve also, if we're going survival, Steve, he can fly with the Elytra.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
he can
and
fly with fireworks,
he
but
can
Goku can
he
fly
can
without that.
he
Just
can also use TP/TP in survival. We have done that. It's true. You can use
yeah,
slash kill in survival. There's a lot you can do in survival. And I'm telling you, with a command block, he's dead. He's not winning.
I don't know. I think Goku could just defy the science of a command block and just survive.
No, sir.
So
All right. Well, I don't know.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
Goku.
I'm sticking with Steve. I think Steve wins.
I don't think so.
Let us know.
Yeah,
Let us
listen what
know,
you guys think, Goku or
please.
Steve.
I think Steve. I'm sorry.
Before we go into our first segment, we're gonna do just our quick top 5 movies of the year. We saw a pretty good decent amount. We didn't see a lot, but we have a top 5 ready for you guys. So we'll go ahead and do that. Do you want to start off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you want
Okay.
to go from worst to best?
Yeah, we can go worst to best.
Okay.
Okay. Well, number 5 was F1. I thought F1 was fun. It was a
Okay.
good
So that
movie.
made your top 5.
Well, it made me get into F1 too. I bought the game. I like it. I suck at it, but I do. I like F1. It's a fun sport, and Max is the goat, obviously. Number 4 is Fantastic Four. They actually did good with a Fantastic Four movie. I mean, now look, I haven't seen the 2000s one, so don't come at me. I have not seen the 2000s ones, but that one was pretty good.
I would say the new one's definitely better.
I don't like personally. I'm someone who is not the biggest fan of Pedro Pascal. I love Pedro Pascal, and I think the hate for him is overhated. However, I don't think he should have played Mr. Fantastic, but that's because I'm on the line of John Krasinski, who played Jim in The Office. If you've seen The Office, I think he should have played him just like he did in Mom. Yes, that version died, but as we can see across the multiverses, Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange in both verses. So why can't John Krasinski be Mr. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next is Superman. Superman was amazing. It would be higher, but then Netflix had to go and drop K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yep.
K-pop Demon Hunters
Fantastic
is my
movie.
number 2, and then coming in at number 1 for everything that it means to me for mental health reasons and everything. Thunderbolts is my number 1 movie of the year. I loved it so much. It was so good. It was a very I wasn't expecting it to be so good. I went in with low expectations and then it shot up to like peak. I was like shocked.
Yeah.
It was just good. You know what? Actually, never mind. I can't believe I was thinking I did this off the dome. Move F1. I'm putting Minecraft there. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Actually, you know what? No.
That's
I'm putting Minecraft at 4.
Yep.
Minecraft at 4, Fantastic Four at 5. There
Yep,
you go.
that's
Top 5
fine.
movies. Number 1, Thunderbolts, K-pop Demon Hunters, Superman, Minecraft movie, and then number 5 is Fantastic Four. That's my top 5. I just switched it up.
That's a good list. So going into mine at number 5, I have Fantastic Four.
Okay.
It's actually my favorite MCU movie of the year. I just think they did a great job, introducing these characters into the MCU. I love the vibe they were doing. I think they did great. Silver Surfer was great. Galactus looked amazing.
Right.
His fight was cool, and then even the Doom, tease at the end credits.
That was peak.
Blew my mind. That was awesome. And then before I got K-pop, K-pop is a fantastic movie. That's an anytime watch for me. Honestly, like it's one of the movies you can go back to if you're bored.
Soundtrack is amazing.
Yep, soundtrack
There's
is also
no bad
amazing.
song. I swear.
I can't wait for the new one to come out. It's gonna be a while, but that one's really good. At number 3, I got F1. Originally that was actually my number 1 movie of the year, if you guys don't remember. But it's actually been bumped down a little bit for me. Just because I think that after watching it over time, I think there's some flaws. Only because it really does break a lot of rules in F1, and it's not really a bad thing. But like if you're like, let's say, because obviously you got into F1, but you kind of already know the rules. But
Well, right.
I just people like who watch it, I just
Dude, it's like watching a football movie and then they break their arm and they don't get fouled. Like I understand.
Yeah,
like,
so
it's like it's not true to the sport.
Somebody watches this, not knowing it, and then they're just thinking that they could do that in F1. Like it's a little bit of a bad rep, but other than that, great movie, phenomenal. Brad Pitt, And who guy played JP? I forget his name. They did really good.
They did do good.
At number 2, I got Minecraft movie. This movie was so peak. I mean, you had the memes.
By the way, I'm the only one who believed in it. Everyone told me I was crazy. Okay, I'm
It's
the
true.
one who said it was good. I said it's gonna be good. First trailer, by the way, not after
Yeah.
the second. No, the moment that trailer came out, I said this movie looks goated.
But this era was awesome. I mean, you had the memes, you had the chicken jockey, you had the McDonald's meal collecting everything.
Nether sauce,
Yeah,
peak.
yep, nether sauce, all the memes, so freaking good. The
And
freaking
honestly, it
cinema's
was just
going
a
crazy.
great. And besides the memes, it was just a good movie
Yep.
for video game fans. It was a good adaptation of Minecraft.
And then number 1, I got Avatar, Fire, and Ash. I won't say too much. I'm not trying to spoil anything for Danny because I'm trying to get him to watch all the Avatars.
Yeah.
But this movie, it was. I mean, for being 3 hours long, in my opinion, I really loved it. I mean, in my opinion, it never drags. It never gets boring for me. Um, and the characters are great. Everything in that movie is great. I actually like it a little more than Way of Water. Bit of a hot take, but I know that some people say it's kind of a copy and paste from Way of Water, which the end definitely is. But I just like Fire and Ash a little more. So that's my top 5. So yep. Let us know what your guys' top 1 movie or top 5 in the comments. So yeah, that'll be our.
That will be it for top 5 movies.
And
so
then
now going into our segment, which we are now calling the Game Over segment, which is our video game segment.
Yes.
So we're going to call it Game Over. So moving on to Game Over, we have today's debate, which you may or may not have seen from the thumbnail or the title, depending on what we decide to do. But basically, we are comparing Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2, not the OG 2000 ones, the reboot one, and the new ones.
The one that came out in 2014, 2015,
and 2017.
And 2017.
Yeah, so Battlefront 1 and 2, we got a couple questions as always, and we're going to ask. So, first big question, which game is better?
Battlefront 1.
2.
That's okay.
That's okay. I already knew this was coming, so I'm not like mad. However, I do like I want to hear reasons, but then I also do you want me to give reasons or do you want to give reasons?
Oh yeah, sure, I'll go first. The reason why I like Battlefront 1, I'm a little bit biased only because I think it's for nostalgia wise for me. I mean, I was playing this game back in 2015, when it first came out. It was like Christmas time, and just playing it was so fun. I also have the graphics. I know the graphics are good in the second game, but I just like the graphics more in the first game. I don't know why. I just think for a game back in 2015 for EA, I mean, it looks really good. I like the graphics more in Battlefront 1. And then I also what they did with Scarif. I know they also have Scarif in Battlefront 2.
Yeah, they do have Scarif.
But when that first came out, right when the Rogue One movie came out, good movie by the way. I just like what they did with the what's it called? Sorry, there's a game. Infiltration. The game mode they did, it was amazing. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's why I like it. There's a lot of stuff I like about it. They have Walker Assault. They have all the cool maps like Hoth, Endor, Tatooine, and yes, they have them obviously on Battlefront 2, and they have more. But I don't know, and I just like kind of like the heroes and villains as well. So that's why I like Battlefront 1 more. I'm a little bit biased towards it, a little bit of nostalgia.
I'm just now. I think nostalgia is fine for you to say which is better because you have more memories with the game. However, if we're asking which game is like better technically, I mean, like let's think about 2 for a second. Okay. Now look, here are my reasons why I argue against you, and maybe I can convince you. Okay. First of all, more heroes and villains than ever possible. You have Obi-Wan, Anakin. You have Yoda. You have all the characters that weren't because in Battlefront 1, it's only the Empire, right? Like the Empire era characters.
Yes, you have the Empire and you just have the Rebels.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So there's no droids.
Now, look, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, like in Battlefront 2, like you got Grievous, you got Count Dooku, you got all the characters from Clone Wars, you got all the characters from the prequels and stuff. Roster wise, I think that's better, and you have sequels characters. Now, is that everyone's favorite? No, but I'm just saying. Hero wise, I think heroes and villains there's a lot more variety in 2, and that's also what makes 2 better. Plus, 2 has way more game modes, which we'll get into in a bit. But like some game modes, like you got Supremacy, which is awesome. It's giant control. Have you played Supremacy yet?
Yeah, Supremacy is also on Battlefront 1, by the way. Just to let you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Supremacy.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
What supremacy?
Supremacy and
What?
Walker
How is it in
Assault.
one then? Because I know it was different.
Supremacy is basically you're just conquering zones while being.
I know, but do you go to the ship?
Yes, at the very end, I'm pretty sure that's how you win, right?
Well, yeah, that's how you win in
Yeah, so yeah,
supremacy.
it's
Oh,
in the
so it's
first
the
one.
same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, you're good.
I didn't know that. Okay, well, I'm just saying supremacy in two I like because first of all you get to choose which era you play in though. That's the difference.
Yep.
That's what I like. You can play Clone Wars, you can play Empire, or you can play the First Order's era. And I think that's really cool. And your map will be based off that too. Number two, also, we got a campaign. I think that's a big heavy hitter
Yes,
for
yes.
two.
That
Okay,
that that
I
is
think the
true.
campaign is a big reason why two is better. And also, we got more maps, obviously. Like, we got was Moss Eisley one of them in one? I didn't play one much because I didn't have an Xbox One at the time.
Moss Isley. Mm, it's kind of in the game, but
Or
not
no?
really. Like
Okay,
it's
I
not.
didn't think
It's
so.
not really like an
Because
official map.
okay, yeah, because we have Moss Eisley in it. We have Felucia, which is like the flower planet from the Clone Wars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Into we have Takodana, which personally I think is underrated because I love how you go into Maz's castle. Have you played on that map in two?
Yes,
Yeah, that
yes.
map's sick,
Yeah,
right?
that
Like
one's
the
sick too.
yeah with the castle and
I'll get
stuff. And then Camino, we have Camino in two as well, and
that's
that
true.
one is so cool with the rain. Oh my
And
gosh!
then the one from the one from the Last Jedi, right? The one with the
Um,
salt planet.
yeah. We have that one too, which is a Crate. Yeah,
Yeah.
Crate. Personally, that was the only good thing about that movie was Crate. I thought it was cool, but that planet is like the only good part. Then you got Geonosis. I'm just saying maps are better and stuff, but I mean, like I have more reasons why better, but those spoil these questions. Now moving on from which game is better. I mean, like, do you think like mechanically and technically wise two is better then? Like now, I
Me,
understand nostalgia, like can
yeah. Me personally, I don't really like. I think
Okay,
maybe
here we should talk dislikes. There you go.
like about the games or just
Look, to be honest, I don't have any
like
dislikes. For one, I just think two took one and expanded it and made it better. That's all I think. Now,
no for
however, I'll give you this: graphics look grittier and a little more realistic in one.
yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. But other than that, I mean, like, I just think two took one and made it better.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. Like they definitely, obviously, they added a ton more maps, a ton more characters. Obviously, you got Yoda, Count Dooku, and like Kylo Ren, Rey,
Yeah, we could name
Anakin.
yeah
You
for
know,
days.
Obi
General
Wan.
Grievous, Darth Maul. Oh, Maul's in there too.
Yep, Maul.
I forgot about
Um,
Maul.
I think it's just more so that I just like the gameplay wise. Maybe it just like
That's fair.
it
And I
just felt a
wanted.
little different from the first game, and maybe just because I was so
Oh
used.
yeah, that's no, that's true. I actually have that down about gameplay
It's also
and
really annoying when somebody's really good as a hero and stuff, and you can't even touch them. Oh my goodness! In the second game,
I don't know.
holy!
I feel like it was worse in the first game.
But
I remember playing the first game at cousins' houses online, and we would get
well,
wrecked
if
by like hero.
all
Like
I remember is Bosk, Bosk the bounty hunter.
yeah,
Man, he can heal himself with his poison. Holy crap, that was annoying. Yeah, like
in
there were
wait in one or two.
in the first game. Yeah, he would just kind of
Mm.
stay around, shoot you a heal. Really annoying.
I did want to say the heroes. The reason I do like two is because the heroes don't feel like these tanks that literally cannot die. I feel like that's the problem with one too.
Yeah, I mean,
I get their heroes. I get they shouldn't be able to be killed easily, but for a more fair and funner or like fun experience, I think it probably makes more sense to have them be able to be killed easier. However,
yeah,
I did love being the tanks in Battlefront One. But yeah, but we'll answer that question real quick. Kind of jumping ahead here real quick, but that's okay. So gameplay wise, I want to say two has a very different gameplay, and honestly, I can understand why you like one more. Would you say one is more like COD, which I have written down actually? I have two's gameplay. However, one feels like Call of Duty, which is great because in one you have the loadouts. You kind of build your gun. You kind of make a loadout, kind of like in Call of Duty. Does
yeah.
that make sense?
Hmm.
But then in two, it's like they give you a couple guns, but it's more class based, kind of more like I'll just use an example like Apex or something.
Yeah,
Like it's more
that's
class
true.
based. It's more like, hey, yeah, the guns from one are here, but here's only four of them.
That's true. Because
You
you have
know,
like assault heavy
yeah. So yeah, but
stuff like
and then the
that.
guns only relate to said class.
Yeah.
And so I can understand why you wouldn't like that gameplay aspect
Yeah, I
more.
thought it was,
I understand
I
that
thought it was definitely
completely.
kind of confusing.
Well,
But
because I do want to say Battlefront One. Sorry to cut over you,
no, you're
but I'm
good.
just saying I do want to say Battlefront One. It is cool because what it makes it feel like is you're actually a soldier. I feel more like a soldier playing Battlefront One than I do in Two.
Yeah,
Agree.
I would agree with you
Like
on that.
because like think about it. Like if you're really a rebel soldier, of course you're just picking out random gun. You're not like these different classes. Like
Hmm.
like I think it makes you feel more like a rebel soldier. It makes you feel more like you're in the war
Yeah.
of Battlefront One, and Two is more like a. It kind of tones that down, and that is the problem with Two. It tones down how One felt to a degree, but I just think Two is. I don't know. I love Two. Anyways, you can talk, but I didn't
So
want
I'll
to
kind of
mention
go
Two.
with what you just said.
Yeah,
So I'll definitely agree with you with the more feeling like a rebel.
yeah.
Definitely because, um, especially like Walker Assault, like 20. I'm pretty sure it's like 20, I think it's 20v20,
Yeah, it's
and
40
you
players.
got
Yep.
people you got people on the gunships, you got people using the AT-ATs, the AT-STs, you got the walkers, you got the people on the cannons. I
Right.
mean, you're just all out getting shot. I mean, because you die very quickly in that game.
Right.
So you get definitely have to learn how to survive. But yeah, it does feel like a war. And in the second game, I mean, I got that feel, not as much.
Yeah, I agree. I
Um,
did not get that feel as much in the second game.
it's also weird how you're rolling around as a droid in the second game. It's kind of goofy, but it's still really cool to be a droid in the second game.
Yeah.
Being the droids and stuff. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the first game has a special heart in my place. But I mean, at the end of the day, I could see why people will probably say the second game is better, just because it's just basically an add-on to the second game, but or the first game, but a lot more.
Right. And like I said, I don't know if I agree with the class change. However, I'm someone who does play Apex and I do play a lot of games that are class based. So I was not as bothered by it. However, I do remember the difference feel of one being like whatever. Also, I got banned, fun fact, when we were playing Battlefront one time because this guy swore at me. So I swore back at him and then I got a 24-hour ban on Xbox.
Yeah, this one the game was dead, by the way, too.
He said, "Why am I teabagging him? Because I was negative, okay, because I wasn't good."
Yeah,
And I teabagged him, as
but he
anyone
was
would.
soft.
And then he texts me. He's like, "Why are you teabagging? You're 9-0, or you're 0-9." Okay.
uh,
Anyways, dude,
um,
shout out to you if you're watching. I hope I remember you. But yeah, hopefully you like it. Okay, that was fun. That was a fun experience. But I thought that was fun about Battlefront One memory that I had.
also,
But
Daniel, watch your hand, by the way, too.
oh, is
No,
it going into
yeah,
the
it's going to my camera.
camera
You're good
or
though.
my?
Just no, you're good. Let you
Okay.
know.
Um,
Also going off of what you said earlier, just real quick. I do like how you said that because like in the first game you get to pick your own gun.
right.
You get to pick your
It's very
your
Call of Duty like.
grenade.
Yeah.
People use jump packs.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
use the heal thing.
Exactly. Yep.
Which is actually really cool. I mean, and what you can choose a different stormtrooper, which I don't know if you can do in the second game. It's where like you have to get enough coins to unlock new skins.
Oh
So
yeah, you can do
you can
that
get
in
like the white
yeah.
stormtrooper, you can get the death stormtrooper,
Yeah, you can do
you
that
can
in
get the
two.
red stormtrooper.
Yeah.
You can get all these cool stuff. You can get the ones from Scarif. It was so cool. The rebels, you could be different ones.
Oh
You
yeah.
could be like a Gungan or not a Gungan, sorry, but like you can be different kind of aliens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
In the
do
Star
remember
Wars
that. Like where
world.
you, yeah, that was a cool feat. I don't know about different aliens, but I do know there's skins for the stormtroopers and stuff.
Yes, yes. I just remember
But
for
yeah,
the rebels, you can be
that
a
is
different
true.
alien.
Yeah, I do remember that too. I do remember seeing the customization.
So I think
Yeah.
the customizations and how you unlock stuff from Jabba the Hutt was so cool.
Yeah.
And then in the second game, I didn't really get the same feel. Just because, like you said, it's like class,
Yeah, it's class
based.
based and
Um,
it's not very boots on the ground, and also like it just adds more to the Call of Duty feel of like the cards that you get, like the jump pack and stuff. It's like perks in COD.
yeah,
Like literally, it's just I think they just tried two different things and it was great. I think both games are great in their own right. But moving on to the next question, we have who's the best hero in both. So who's the best hero in one, and who's the best villain in one, and then who's the best hero in two, and best hero villain in
yeah. We'll
two.
go into that. I have for Battlefront One my favorite hero, Han Solo.
Okay.
He was really cool. I love his abilities that you could use. You could use like the spam shot and then the circle shot. And then you could kind of roll around as him, and he's really cool. Um, Honorable mention just real quick, Luke, really
Okay.
cool. I just think he can die too easily.
Oh, okay.
My favorite villain is Darth Vader.
Right.
It's so cool. You can throw his lightsaber.
I
You can
know.
force choke people, and it's just so like cold running around the corner to see Vader coming at you.
Yep.
And then for Battlefront 2, I got my favorite hero is Yoda, just because it's
It's
freaking cool
Yoda.
playing as Yoda. You're freaking small,
Yeah.
waving around your
He's
sword.
hard to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my favorite villain is Kylo Ren.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
really cool. I love his ability to where he can stop time.
Right. Oh
Uh,
yeah. Oh yeah. Where he freezes you. Yeah, that
yeah.
one's cool. Yeah, that one is
So
cool.
that's mine.
Okay, that's fair. Mine. So I'll go with two first. But so in two, or actually no, we'll go with one. One, my favorite hero is Luke. I remember playing Luke. I think Luke is great. I love Luke. Luke
Yeah.
is fun. Then obviously, I agree. Villain is Vader. I just feel like they needed more lightsaber characters in one
Yeah.
for the villain side, and that's why I'm glad they expanded upon that in two. Now, the best hero in two for the longest time was Anakin, and he's still my favorite like hero. Because, dude, have you seen the videos of him using his like retribution, and he lifts up like 30 guys and just kills all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude,
Crazy.
he's just insane. But Anakin's my favorite hero in two, and then I said Vader is my favorite in two. However, there is a strong argument that I kind of like Maul a little more, and I do kind of like, I do like Count Dooku. Count Dooku is really fun too.
Yeah, Count Dooku is cool.
So yeah, but I still have to go with Vader. So those are my favorite. Now the big thing is Battlefront 3.
Yep.
Battlefront 3. We need Battlefront 3, please. I just want to mention that.
Yes.
Start the campaign back.
Yes,
Okay?
we would like Battlefront 3 back. What? Not even back. Sorry, we need
We
it.
need Battlefront
Yeah.
3. Now the question is, now I just thought of this on the spot. How do we want the gameplay for Battlefront 3? I think I'm leaning more towards 1, but
Yeah.
I would say keep all the good they did in 2.
2.
Like have another campaign. All the characters bring back and add more heroes and villains.
Yep.
But then I don't love the class base either. I kind of want to go back to the Call of Duty feel. To be honest,
Yeah. I think that
personally,
Battlefront 1 would definitely be better, like feel wise.
right?
And then they could also bring
And
they could bring a Mandalorian.
yeah,
They could bring
see,
all these
yeah, see, and then
characters.
I want to see all them,
Ahsoka. We
and
didn't
then I would want to see all the maps.
I want like a Clone Wars.
Yeah, I want Ahsoka.
Like
Yeah.
Ahsoka's not any of them.
Well, she was supposed to be.
Yeah.
She was the next update, and then nope, they added BB-8 and this black droid that's BB-8, but for the First Order. Stupid. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah. So Battlefront 3, please. I'm glad we agree that whatever they did in 2 should be there, like whatever 2 expanded upon. However, I want to go back to Call of Duty gameplay. I feel like it feels more like a war than it feels more like Star Wars.
Yep.
And also, please make the graphics more gritty. I want the graphics to look more real.
Yeah.
Now, okay, campaign rating.
Yeah. So
okay, you want to go? Yeah, you go.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. What'd you give it?
9.5. I think it's great.
Okay. Yeah, I think the campaign was really good. I love the Luke Skywalker mission, especially when you play as Luke Skywalker. As I think it's ID Inverso.
Yeah, ID Inversio.
The story's really cool. Seeing her as a stormtrooper becoming
like
a rebel,
death trooper, or whatever. Yeah,
becoming a rebel. The story's amazing, and then they had that add-on as well.
Right, the resurrection.
With her in the future.
Yeah, and then she dies a rebel. Yeah, yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. I love it. It's just so good. I feel like every mission is fun. The way you stealth, the way you shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, like, you remember the mission where they send you where all the walkers are, and it's like this, like, oh my gosh, and you have to take out the stormtroopers, but there's like AT-ATs and there's fights in the sky, and it's like a city.
The Jakku fight? Oh
no, it's the city fight.
No, I know you're talking about. Yeah, where the city is.
Map. Yep. Yeah, that mission is so good. Oh my gosh, and like you said, Luke Skywalker mission. Oh, Lando mission too.
Yep, Lando mission and Han Solo.
And Han Solo.
Wait,
Leia has a mission, doesn't she? I feel like Leia has a mission.
I don't remember. She might have a mission.
I think Leia might have.
I know we see her.
But either way, peak campaign.
No, we do. You're right. She's on Naboo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does have a mission.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, campaign. For it just being a one-off thing that they made for a completely original Star Wars story, and I wish it was longer. Now why do you give it an 8 though? Just because it should have been longer?
Just because I think it could have been a little better.
Okay, that's fair.
Story wise, I think the ending was cool. It was definitely cool how she became a rebel. I didn't really like how her friend, like her
Like the
person.
guy who stays bad.
Yeah, stays
Okay,
bad.
yeah.
I didn't like that, and there was some other stuff that I didn't like about it. But I mean, other than that, it's just phenomenal. So I think a good 8 out of 10 for me. So
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I
uh,
just give it 9.5. I remember getting Battlefront 2 and
it
booting it
was.
up, and
It
the
also
campaign
was
was
cool seeing
peak.
Kylo Ren in the
Oh
post
yeah,
credit
Kylo
scene
Ren. Yeah, in
when
the
he
post.
shows up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. It's. I just think it's a good tie-in to Star Wars.
yeah.
It's kind of like Rogue One too, you know. Obviously, Rogue One's like a good tie-in, like mid-story that's fun to throw in. However, let me ask: do you think maybe maybe we should have spent more time as evil, and then slowly see her be like, "What the heck are we doing?"
Yeah.
Like what if we had more missions of her being evil, and slowly she's like slowly turns, and then we flip to the rebels. Maybe that could bump up a point for you. I think that would have been cool. Then we would have had a longer campaign. But I like how it drops you straight in, basically right as the second Death Star is blown up, and you're on Endor, and you're in like the aftermath. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Now, last thing is we already kind of talked about maps, so I won't talk about those. But best game modes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'll go real quick.
Okay.
My number one, and then I have some honorable mentions.
Uh huh.
So my number one is Walker Assault. I
Okay.
mean, dude, like for this time, like just
Is that the
like
same thing as Galactic Assault? I'm assuming.
basically, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like you have to stop the AT-ATs before they destroy
Yeah, I've played that. Yep, I remember playing that.
the ship.
Like I said, I didn't have an Xbox One, but I went to my cousin's a lot and played a lot of Battlefront.
But it was like so cool. Like it's like it's really you feel the Star Wars war experience in that game mode.
I know.
So that's my number one. Honorable mentions. I got Heroes versus Villains,
Okay.
classic. Blast, Cargo, especially is one of my favorites. Ewok Hunt.
Yeah,
We haven't talked about Ewok Hunt.
I
That mode
know.
is so good.
Yeah, I
Um,
was going to talk about it, but why Battlefront 2 is better because they brought Ewok Hunt, but I wanted to wait for this segment or this
um,
question.
and then they have like I said earlier, Infiltration. The Scarif mode, where basically you're in the air and then you go down to Scarif. They also have a Death Star mode in Battlefront One, where you start off outside the Death Star and
And
then
you
you go
work
into the
in.
Death Star.
That's cool.
So there's a lot of cool game modes. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's my list.
I just have Galactic Assault, Ewok Hunt, Heroes versus Villains, Supremacy, and then Showdown, which is Heroes versus Villains, but it's only 2v2, so I think it's a little more competitive. So,
That's
but
cool.
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, it's fun. Also, oh, I forgot one of the best maps is Endor in Battlefront One.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
know we're
is.
not gonna go to that, but I just want to say my favorite maps are Indoor, Hoth, Scarif, Tatooine, and Coruscant.
Yeah, and everything I named earlier are just all the maps I had down. I don't remember. Is Coruscant in two? I don't know if Coruscant's in
No,
two.
Coruscant's in two. Oh wait, no.
No, I think the Jedi Temple.
Oh,
No,
not Coruscant. I'm sorry, Naboo. I don't know
yeah,
why I said.
Naboo.
Sorry,
Naboo is one of my favorites
not
in two.
Coruscant. Naboo.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Naboo is my favorite, or one of my favorites in two as well. I do love all of those. But going on from video game section, we're talking about the big thing, Stranger Things.
Yes, Stranger Things review season 5 is over.
Um, yeah. So, what do you want to
Um,
say? You said you wanted to
so
say a lot, so we might
I
mute
want
you
to.
for a sec.
So I want to say I believe the conformity gate theory. I believe. I believe. I believe. Okay.
Now, look, we find out tomorrow, and you guys are probably watching this after the fact. Okay,
Yeah.
but we are filming this before the conformity gate is neither
So
confirmed or denied. But I was on the fence, but I'm kind of like,
so
I'm like,
here
yes.
here it is. I'm gonna go off real quick. Okay. So there's a lot of stuff about this theory that is really convincing me. I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of people on TikTok. I mean, you got the fact that it says 7 at the end of the credits. 7 is the same where he rolled the dice in the first episode when Will rolls the 7. That means the Demogorgon killed him.
Right.
You also have Eddie in the fourth season who said he
His left
chopped off
arm
his left
and
arm
missed his
and
eye.
his eye, which is
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
And
He
Vecna
rolls it.
lives.
He rolls an 11. He says Vecna lives. Joyce hits him 11 times. You also have the JK95 in the credits. Just kidding. Season 9, episode 5. You have a lot of stuff. You have them kind of posing like Henry. You have the blank poster in the background. You have the same. Everybody has the same haircut as Henry. There is just so many theories that are convincing me. I
And
got it.
for everyone to say it's a coincidence, I think you're nuts.
Yeah, I'm just saying that whoever came up with this.
Look, even if it's not true, you know they put that in there intentionally.
Yeah. Also the scars. Um, that Karen had. You know,
They're not
you
there
see the scars here,
at
but then they're not
graduation.
there when she opens the door. And people say that it could also be a little reference to the Truman Show, that Henry's controlling everything. But if the Duffer Brothers do this, I think they'll go down with one of the greatest writers. Because first off, nobody's ever done that, where they say a season's done and then they add a secret episode. That's just awesome.
Secondly, if you look up fake ending, Stranger
Yes,
Things is the only show that comes up.
yes. If you look up fake ending on Netflix, you look up season 5, episode 9. The only thing that shows up is Stranger Things, and that's pretty crazy because like there's a lot of shows with 5 seasons and
9 episodes.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the ninth episode in it. And you look up other ones. So you look at like season 3, episode 9, season 2, episode 9 doesn't show up. Why does it Stranger Things show up just for that? So I
Yeah.
believe the conformity gate theory. But going off that, before we go into our little season 5 review real quick,
hmm
do you want to? Actually, I'm gonna rank the seasons real quick.
Okay. I did not think we were going to do that, but okay. I can do it off the top of my head.
Um, that's totally okay. So at number 5, I got season 4. Still my least favorite season.
Yeah.
You guys go back to the first video and you'll know why. Just didn't like it. I only like the Vecna stuff. At number 4, I got season 2 actually. Put it a little lower. Still a great season. I still love it. At number 3, I have season 5. We'll get into that in a sec. At number 2, I got season 1, and then number 1, season 3.
Okay.
So good.
Yeah. Worst season for me, I think, is still 4. I'd probably go 4, 5, 2, 1, and then 3. That's
Okay.
how I'm ranking them. So 3 is my favorite. 1 is my second favorite. 2 is a lot better than I remember. 4 is great. Don't get me wrong. However, it is strongly carried by the Vecna stuff. And 5 they fumbled, but I can't say 5 is worse than 4 only because of how much 4 drags. If 4 didn't drag, I would probably say 4 is higher.
Yeah.
To be honest, because personally, I love everything about 4. I love I love everything about Vecna in 4. He's killing people. He feels like a threat. They actually wrote him well. I can't believe they built him up for a whole season for it to just end the way it did. I'm so mad.
Yeah. So
So
that was going to
yeah,
my next question. You know, was season 5 good or not? Um.
I say it was mid.
Okay.
I feel like it was kind of a boys scenario. Like like 4 episodes were good, the other 4 weren't. Kind of thing. Now, are there good things in the other 4 that aren't as good? Yes, but those first 4 episodes, I felt like the stakes were high. I wish they killed off Mrs. Wheeler. I'm so mad they didn't kill anyone off. But 11. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Spoilers. Okay, spoiler warning. Okay, I know there's some of you who, sorry, going about my hand. I
You're
know
good.
there's some of you who watch our pod and don't want spoilers for Stranger Things 5. Spoilers from here on out. Okay, I will probably put it on the screen before we even started talking about this. But yes, timestamps for our we're ranking the phase 2 after this, so there's timestamps in the description. Anyway, sorry to go on that tangent, but anyways, okay. No, I just think, like, why is 11 dying? She's the only one who's dead. It doesn't make sense. And they build Vecna out for this whole effing season to be super cool and everything, just to kind of like even make him even cooler in the next 4 episodes, because we don't see him and we're like, who the hell is that walking out of the gate? And guess who it is? It's Vecna here just to kill everyone. And it was so sick. And then part 2 came out, and Max and Lucas's reunion was good, and I can't really think of anything else. I mean, like when Will breaks Vecna's leg, that was cool, and how they like revived a Demogorgon. I thought that was a lot better than I thought. But other than that, I thought it was kind of mid. Yes, learning about the Upside Down was goated, like how it's a bridge to Dimension X, and it made more sense. And I thought that was really cool, like lore wise. Like it's more world building. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think people are hating on it a little too much on that episode, because that episode wasn't as bad. However, that I part 2 was not part 1, and part 2 sucked. And then the finale was better than part 2, but finale was kind of mid slash all right, because first of all, fight is too short. Why is 11 dead? I don't understand, and I don't like how they write that 11 died. 11 died. Then they're like, oh, maybe she's not dead. And then now you have people like, oh guys, look, she's not dead. Bro,
Yeah.
she died. You know what Mike says? Mike says, guess what? I'm the storyteller. He can never tell the true story. What's the true story? 11 died. So when they ask him, okay, then what happened? He tells them the fake story. Literally. I don't
I believe.
understand.
I
Please,
believe.
just conformity gate, just fix
I
everything. I
believe.
swear, bro. Anyways, that's my little rant. I can't stand it. I hate how a whole hour of the finale is just them summing up stuff. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And Vecna was in the dude.
I just
He
think
was in the season for two
the
episodes.
only thing I'll say is you got. I mean, the fact that I get the epilogue was long, but they're also trying to wrap up a decade of a show. So I think that it being that long isn't the worst thing, just because
Okay,
they
that's fair.
got to end this. They got to kind of tell us where these characters are going. They gotta. I don't mind that. Other stuff you said, I don't think I don't. I'm not as much of a hater like you for part two. I think there was some good stuff in part two. You have Steve and Dustin's relationship, go really well. You have I like the Henry stuff in my opinion. I mean I know it wasn't like part one.
It also wasn't season 4 of Vecna.
Yeah. Um, and I can agree with you on that for sure. He was definitely more cooler in season four, but I just don't think, like I always say, that I don't think his purpose in this season was as his first season when he was killing when he was killing the four students to open the gates or open the upside down. Um, I just think that Henry is cool and he's still cool in this one in part two. Just because first off, like first off, he's kidnapping all these children. He's doing this huge plan. He's, keeping them trapped in his mind. And even the final fight, I know it wasn't as cool as we expected.
Well, it's still a cool looking fight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like it was so cool looking. But it wasn't like obviously he died too easily, in my opinion. And you have the mind flare come back and the physical form. I think that fight was a little too easy. I think they rushed it a little bit. I think it definitely could have been a longer fight. Um,
They also, I am mad that the Duffers just keep saying that they forgot to put stuff in there. It's just like it's really
yeah,
bad writing on
there's
them.
definitely a lot of plot holes, for sure, a lot.
Like
Like
there's no
where's no
Demogorgons,
Demogorgons,
no
no
Demodogs.
Demodogs, no Demobats.
There's like half the character. Where's Susie? Like, look,
Yeah,
I understand whatever, but like I don't care. Where's Susie? You build her up for 2 seasons just to not exist? Like
yeah.
I'm so
A lot
confused.
of characters that weren't there. I just think that some of the episodes were good in part two. Obviously, part one was
No,
phenomenal.
I think the first 2 episodes were good. I'm
um,
just saying, I think there was a lot more bad in 2 than there was. Oh, and the whole breakup scene. I didn't even know if it was a breakup scene. I couldn't
Oh
tell.
yes, so
That was
thank you for
dumb.
bringing that up. So me personally, if y'all go back to the first episode, I'm a big Jancy fan. But I always said if they did it good, I think I would not be as mad. And I think that the way that Jonathan and Nancy broke up was great in my opinion. I mean they're both telling each other the truth, their feelings, as they're about to die. Um, and then obviously he's like, "Will you not marry me?" And then throws away the ring. I just think they did great. Yes, I was confused. I was like, did they break up or not? I mean, they didn't kiss, so I kind of assumed they broke up. Um, and it was cool. Um, it's also cool how Nancy kind of went her own way. She kind of realized that like I got to go on my own path. I don't want six little nuggets. I don't want a Happy Meal. Um, like um, Steve. I don't want this. I got to figure out what I want to do in life. So all that stuff with Nancy is great. All the character development is good. Just like you said, when Max wakes up, like Lucas is there the whole time holding her.
Right.
So sweet. Um,
Even though Lucas is like very injured and probably shouldn't be holding her, but
but there,
but guess what? They forgot.
Derek's the goat. Still,
No, I'm sorry. He is the goat, but nope. I'm so mad they just kind of ruined his character.
they didn't ruin it too much. I mean, yes,
They threw him away.
yeah, but he still came back in the finale. I mean, he's all suck my fat one. So funny, but he literally pulled Holly out of there, bro.
I know he is funny, but I'm just mad that he like let Holly be
Yeah,
whatever.
but I mean, Henry did threaten his family.
Bro, either way, Vecna's gonna kill them. I don't get why he's so scared.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Bro, I don't
um,
know.
So let's but yeah, and obviously the finale. I did like the epilogue. I think it's really cool. Obviously, there was a
I
lot of
did like the epilogue too. I'm
the
not. I'm not trying to hate on the finale. I'm
yeah.
just that fight. I'm. I
Oh,
did. Oh. Okay. No, you talk.
so there's a so in the finale, the epilogue. I do like how the graduation was cool. Dustin, doing what Eddie said he was gonna do in season 4. You have Hopper proposing to Joyce. You have them playing D&D in the end, just like they did in the beginning of the show. And then you have Holly and her friends come down, and Mike looking down at them, remembering that was them when they were young. It's just great. I think they did great. Obviously, there's a lot of plot holes you could talk about. Like first off, why the military?
Did not
You
do
know,
shit.
yeah, they didn't like they just let him go.
Yeah.
Why is Nancy not in prison for killing guards? Um, there's a lot of stuff
That's why
that.
conformity gate is real.
Yep, yep. Conformity gate. Hashtag conformity gate, y'all. For real. But and then also you have um the credits. I even like the credits how they do that where they show all the characters
No,
and
that credit sequence was great.
yeah,
And then the end being Stranger Things like player manual, kind
yeah.
of like how D&D is. I thought that was cool.
But besides the epilogue, obviously the fight, like I said earlier, definitely rushed. Um, the Steve fake out death was, in my opinion, kind of predictable. Um, like I said, like Denny said, I was very disappointed that they didn't kill any
Yeah.
more main characters or side characters. Like it was sad that 11 died. Um,
I'm just mad. Why is Nancy? I don't get why Mrs. Wheeler is still alive,
yeah,
dude. What, bro? That means Bob should be alive, bro. I'm sorry. Mrs.
uh,
Wheeler handles a whole Demogorgon stabbing her in the side of her stomach and swiping across her chest and basically almost killing her to death. And Eddie just gets a few bites, and Eddie's dead. Now look, Bob is a little different. Bob was,
he gets
yeah,
like eaten
Bob,
alive by the demo
yeah,
dogs,
Bob was okay.
like literally
I
eaten
will, I
alive.
will say Bob was a little harder to believe, but like, I am very mad that like, why can Eddie just get little nibbled on by like the Demobats and die, but then she survives an entire Demogorgon attack? That
Yeah,
doesn't
and
make
then you also have
sense.
Ted, right?
Yeah, and
Survive.
I mean like Ted.
That's a
Ted,
goat.
Ted, Ted is a little more believable, only because
Goat.
he got scratched. Like he got scratched bad, and he went through a wall. But I feel like that's just going to give you a few broken bones and maybe like a concussion. I don't think that's like kill worthy,
Yeah,
Like but the way she goes out, it's just like, dude, they should have killed her off. They should have just killed off so many more characters. But no, we can't kill anyone off, and it's
yeah,
stupid. It feels like plot armor, and it's stupid.
yeah. There was definitely a lot. There was definitely too much plot armor for sure. Um.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to? Well,
I just
let's.
wanted to say I've been a fan since season 3.
Yeah.
When season 3 dropped, I was told to watch the show. I binged the show in like a week. So 6 years investment just for it to end mid like that. Like
Yeah,
it just
and I.
ended. It didn't. Now look, I am not someone who is hating on it as many others are, because personally I walked away and was like, you know what? It wasn't what I wanted, but it wasn't what I didn't want. Does that make sense? Like it is what I wanted, but it isn't.
Mm,
So I think it ended decent, but it didn't end great. And I'm just saying 6 years for this build up and this hype to just kind of end like that. And I'm just mad they built up Vecna. I've been waiting years to see him, and they just kind of ruined season 5 like that.
yeah, and
So it's just hard for me to
and
enjoy
I
it.
totally understand, and I can't go by that only because I just watched it a couple months ago for the first time, so didn't have to
Right.
wait as
I'm just
long.
saying, like yeah, like and like if you just imagine Endgame being a flop, like
Yeah.
that's just how it feels.
Hmm.
It just is bad. But other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty decent season. I just wish there was more deaths. Vecna should have been in it more. I'm just like I get you're right. His goal is a little different, but I feel like after we see him in episode 4, I feel like he should have like in the later episodes he should have been able to kill people a little more.
Yeah,
Like, why is if Will can get into his mind and break his leg, why doesn't he break Will's leg? Like,
yeah,
dude, you could build. I don't know.
for sure. There's
There's
definitely a
so many
lot.
plot
There's definitely a
holes.
lot of plot holes for sure.
Yeah,
But that is our
Stranger Things
Stranger
5.
Things review. So
Yeah,
it was a good journey. I really did like Stranger Things, and I hope there's more to come. I'm excited
please
for the
Conformity Gate.
Conformity Gate animated series and some other shows
Yeah,
that are coming.
the animated series. I'm wondering what that's about.
Yeah, so it's been a good journey, so I'm excited. I watched Stranger Things finally, so it's been good.
Peak.
Now going on to our MCU, we're going to be
Phase 2
ranking
ranking.
Phase 2 of the MCU. We ranked Phase 1 last week. Now we're going to rank Phase 2. You mind if I
Yep.
go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to explain why we like them and put them in that place.
Okay.
At number 6, I got Thor: The Dark World.
Wow, that is shocking.
Yeah, I know. It's actually
He's
now.
a defender by the
Yes.
Dark World. Just for those who don't know,
Yeah,
he
so
likes Dark World.
so before I go on, I love Thor: The Dark World. I'm not a hater for it. I probably put it in A or S tier.
Mhm.
By the way, I love the Loki and Thor chemistry. I know that the villain, the Dark Elf, I forget.
Malekith.
Yeah, Malekith isn't the greatest villain. I get that, but I mean, we really get the introduction of the Reality Stone. We get the Ether. We get the space cosmetics. We also get the post credit scene where they give it to um, the collector. So I think there's a lot of stuff in this movie that I don't feel I dislike, and I also like Thor. This is really a good comic accurate Thor, by the way, in my opinion. At number 5, I have Iron Man 3. I have it a little lower, but don't. I love all these movies, by the way. It's very hard for me to rank these. Iron Man 3 is really good still. Like, you have the the Mandarin. Obviously, you have, what's his name? Aldrich Killian as the villain. I think there's a lot of good stuff. You have the suit up scene at the end, all the suits coming in.
That's one of the best
Yeah,
scenes.
one of my top scenes in the MCU
I
ever.
do not like how they faked out the Mandarin though.
Yes, I agree with you on that, and I also don't like. I also have a little lower just because I don't like how he's using his Mark 42 the whole freaking movie. Like, come on, man. You got other suits you can use. Like, no offense, but like, come on. I also love how we see Tony as Tony. Like, without the suit. Like, he buys these things. He makes the stuff. He
Yep.
goes and infiltrates the mansion all by himself, no suit. And then you get the cool scene where he's like, 5, 4, 3, 2,
And the kid, what's his name? You
1.
know,
It's not Henry, is it?
Keener, or I think his name Harley Keener. I think,
Harley? Is that
but
Harley?
I think it's like Harleen or like
No, it's not
something.
Harleen. It's
No, not Harleen. Like that. That's Harley Quinzel. No, I'm saying like
what's his name?
it's.
Harry?
No, it's not
No.
Harry. It's Harney. It's Har it's Harlearn, or it's like it's something with. No, it's not Harlearn, but
Yeah, no.
I think it is Harleen or something. If not, that's his last name.
You need
His
me.
name's Keener. I know his name is
Yeah,
Keener.
yeah, we're connected.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
how I
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
'Cause
You
we're
know how I
connected.
know?
'Cause
Because
we're
we're
connected.
connected. Yeah,
We should
goaded.
try. Number 4, I have Age of Ultron.
Okay. Yeah.
This is my lowest of
The
Avengers
Avengers.
movies. It's still a great movie though. I really don't dislike this movie as much as some others. It's got a lot of great stuff. I'll let Danny kind of go into that
Yeah.
later. But it's really good. Great stuff. At number 3, I have Ant Man.
Hmm.
I love Ant Man. The first one is so good. You have Luis. You have Hank Pym introduction. You have Wasp. Hope coming in. You got Scott. Him in the prison and him becoming a hero. It's so cool. And you have Yellow Jacket. Darren Cross. I
Darren
really did
Cross.
die in Avenger. Um. So
Oh
I think and Luis is so funny. The funniest character in the MCU, in my opinion. I really wish they brought him back in Quantumania. At number 2, I got Winter Soldier. I mean, this movie is peak, bro. Freaking peak. I
Yep.
mean, you got all the hand-to-hand combat fight. You got the Winter Soldier slash Bucky. You have them becoming a Hydra secret and like coming into Shield.
Yep.
And then that
You got
movie's
Black Widow,
Black Widow,
Falcon
Falcon introduction.
on your left.
Yep,
Yep.
and then you have Alexander Pierce as the villain.
Oh
Everything
my.
about that movie is so
Fury
good.
almost
Yeah, the
dying.
Nick Fury scene with him in the car.
The fake out death. Yeah, or the car scene is goaded. Yeah.
Yes, and then like him throwing the shields at him on the roof
Dude,
when he
the whole
catches it.
boat sequence.
Yes, the Lemurian Star
Yeah.
sequence in the beginning. So good. And then the end scene with him and Bucky. Like, I'm with you. In the line, pal. So good. And at number 1, I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. I love this movie. It's so good. They introduced these characters. Nobody knew who they were, and then everybody came out knowing who they were, and they loved them. I mean, this movie is so good.
It's funny.
It's funny. It's hilarious. There's a lot of great action scenes in it. You have them becoming the Guardians at the end. When they fight Ronan, and I get it. Ronan isn't the best villain,
Yeah, I
but
was just gonna say Ronan is
I
honestly a
just
negative for me.
I just think that there's still a lot of good stuff about that movie, besides just Ronan. I mean, I don't think you always need a great villain for a movie to be good, especially if the Guardians especially carry that movie.
No, I agree.
And you have like Rocket, he's hilarious. You have Drax, hilarious. Gamora, her line is so funny where she's like, "I'm gonna die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the galaxy."
To
Um,
give a crap,
and then
man.
Star Lord is so funny. He's like, oh, they got my my D pick, my reference at the end. Or my D joke at the
Or
end.
this one. Ding, 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 ding. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that one's fun.
Just and Groot is hilarious.
Yep.
Like, we are Groot. So cool. So everything about that movie, in my opinion, you got like the prison breakout scene, you got the introduction of Star Lord at the beginning, and the end scene where they fight Ronan on Xandar.
And the opening scene, dun
Yep,
dun dun
opening
dun.
scene
Yep,
so good
goated.
when he's jumping on, was on the planet. And then yeah, so that is my list.
Okay, my list is number 6, Thor: The Dark World. Now, look, I don't look. I obviously I know when we get in debates, I'm just like I'm just like this is a trash movie. To be honest, it's not trash. I've only seen it once, but from what I remember from it, I don't think I hated it, but I did think it is the worst out of the Thor movies. But it is not terrible. I think it is kind of cool. I think visually it is cool and everything. I do like it,
It's
and
better than Love and Thunder.
um, maybe. I don't know. I can't say that only because Gore kind of carries Love and Thunder. I like Gore, but he's not there. Anyways, okay, number 5. I also have Iron Man 3. I don't like how the Mandarin. Now, positives. Obviously, you kind of already said all the positives. Like Iron Man's like rally scene with all the suits in the end. Rhodey there. I love the whole thing with the president. I love the whole thing. Like Killian is a good villain. I'm not saying Killian is bad. I'm just mad that they faked out the Mandarin. Especially if you've watched Iron Man Armored Adventures, you know how goated the Mandarin is.
Yeah.
So the Mandarin, they had
never see me coming.
yeah, exactly. See, but like they built him up in the trailers and everything just to have it be.
Aldous Killian.
Yeah, but I won't lie, this movie gave me nightmares as a kid when the guy's like, and he like blows up.
Oh
dude,
yeah! Oh,
dude,
like when
yeah.
they're like looking at the extremists.
No. When Happy's like talking to him, yeah, and
Oh
like,
yeah,
and
help
he's
me!
like,
Help me! He blows up. Yeah.
dude, I literally had nightmares for years.
Oh
that.
my gosh, bro, dude!
I remember going home and looking around the corner, thinking there was gonna be a guy going, "Help!" Like it was scary, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay, now number 4. Okay, now this is not a bad movie by any means, but I have Guardians 1. Okay, I have
Kind of
Guardians
low for
1.
me.
Okay, but Age of Ultron's kind of low for me.
It's true.
No, look, Guardians 1 is fun, but here's a hot take. I like Guardians 2 more. Guardians 2 is my favorite Guardians movie. Shout out to Logan. Okay, Logan, you're with me, baby. Okay, but look, Guardians 2 is my favorite volume. But volume 1 is great. It is funny. You have them come together. Everything is great about it. Gamora, Star Lord, all of them chemistry wise, great, phenomenal. I think they really. Thanos cameo, by the way, goated.
Yes.
Thanos cameo.
Now bathe the Star Wars in your blood. Goated.
Now look, I agree with Jake. A villain does not need to be good for it to be a good movie. However, Ronan does bring it down a lot of points. I think Ronan kind of whines a lot. Now it is funny when he's like, "Dance off, bro, me and you."
Yeah,
you know,
like what are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, it's so funny when he's like, "You call me boy."
Yeah. Right. Now look, he's not the best villain, okay, but like that is why he is so low, or why it is lower, because in my next spot I got Ant-Man. Like you said, Ant-Man is just
is Ant-Man number 3?
Yeah, okay. Ant-Man's number 3. I love Ant-Man. Darren Cross, so fun.
Yeah, Darren Cross, bro. He's like, goodbye, Frank.
Goodbye, Frank.
Goodbye, Frank.
I got the van.
He's
You know, like it's so quotable.
Scott Lang, a martyr.
No, when he's like, "Hey, Scott," it's like, "Yeah, you know, you're full of shit." It's like, "Yeah, I know."
So good.
Yeah, dude, it is peak. I just watched it like a week ago.
And the end scene fight when they're tiny. With Thomas the Train.
With the Thomas the
Train. I forgot about that goated scene. He's like, "I want my daddy."
I want your daddy too. Oh my, no. Okay,
kind of weird.
Number 2 is Age of Ultron. Now, okay, I'm gonna say it now just so it's out of the way. I think Age of Ultron is better than Infinity War.
Bro.
I'm sorry, I have to say it. Nope, I said it. Okay, it's
He's
out in the
crazy,
internet.
y'all.
I'm not crazy.
It's okay.
No, look, Infinity War. Basically, to me, Age of Ultron was Infinity War to you guys.
Yeah, I get it because
No, I
you always
literally
say that you
didn't know
watched.
who. I didn't know who Thanos was. I literally didn't until Infinity War came out. So I was like,
Yeah,
"Who the heck is this guy?" Like, I kept questioning it. But when I just remember when the Age of Ultron trailer dropped, and you even admit that trailer literally feels like they're gonna lose.
yeah, for
Like that
sure.
trailer is built up right. And when I saw that movie, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is sick."
You get Wanda, you get Pietro.
Now, look, I want to talk positives though, okay? Because I think I agree with you. This movie is a little overhated. Okay. However, look, you guys can all disagree with me. I'm not saying Infinity War is a bad movie. It is not a bad movie in any means. It is my least favorite Avengers movie. I know that is crazy to say, but I like Age of Ultron a little more. First, we got the Avengers chemistry. Peak. They're all together. You have the whole fighting scene with them going after Hydra, and you have the Iron Man, or you have the whole language joke going on, Jake,
Yeah,
too. Like that one's goated too.
language.
Language, yeah, language is funny. Now look, I will give you this. The farm scene is, I don't know. I don't hate it as much as others. I actually
Yeah,
think it's
it's
really, personally, I think it's cool to see that Hawkeye has a family and stuff.
no
I really like
for
it,
sure. I think
in my opinion.
I think it dragged a little bit too long, but I mean there are some good scenes in
No,
there.
I agree,
Because
and I
obviously,
get that slows it down. But like, think about it. From then on out, like from beginning, besides the farm scene, the movie's pretty action packed.
but yeah, you
You
get
literally have from the beginning they go after Hydra, then right after Hydra they have they make Ultron, and Ultron
yeah,
blows up the
there's a
place.
party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then right after that they go to or not Sokovia, they go to Africa, right?
yeah, they
Or
go to
Africa.
Africa to find
Yeah, yeah, and then you find Claw,
Mhm.
and that whole fight's goaded, and then you have Scarlet Witch like make them go crazy, and then you have the Hulkbuster debut
Yes, Hulkbuster versus
with Hulk,
Hulk.
which is so sick. I love that fight. And then after that, yes, then it slows down, but every movie kind of slows down. Now the
Yeah,
first Avengers does it. Now Infinity War also doesn't slow down like that, but the slowdown kind of feels like, man, they really need to rally back together. And I like how
yeah.
Thor going to the bath is kind of weird, but he's like, "Ah!"
No, I wouldn't say it's weird. I mean, it definitely is necessary because he learns what the Mind
What
Stone
the
is,
Mind
and
Stone
the
is. Yeah,
Infinity
that's
Stones
fair.
are. We also get the
Oh,
introduction of Vision.
yeah, and Vision, and personally, Vision's one of my favorite characters. Personally, I
Yeah,
like Vision. But also, I just think after the farm, though, it's just nonstop. Like they build Vision. You have the whole thing with them going after Vision's body to stop Ultron from putting his mind into the Vision
yep.
body.
And then you
And
get Sokovia.
yeah, but that scene's good. He's like, "Am I always picking up after you boys?"
Boys,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, like it's just action packed fun. And then you have Sokovia, and
yeah,
that is one of the greatest scenes in probably all of Marvel when they're all defending the middle, and
yeah,
it's like the rotate. I just think that movie is. I think it's very overhated. Now, yes, it is a hot take. I don't like Infinity War as much. I'm sorry, but just the way I want everyone to know the way you felt about Infinity War is the way I feel about Ultron.
no,
That's how I feel. Anyways, we could go on all day about Ultron, okay? But I love Age of Ultron. Then number one, Winter Soldier. Everything good about it is
mm-hmm.
great. You got Winter Soldier. The music's great. Fury's great.
Oh yeah, Bucky,
Freaking
like
Bucky.
Bucky's theme,
Yeah, Bucky's
so
theme.
good.
Yeah, exactly. Alexander Pierce. Dude, when he like tortures him, he's like, "Ah!" Yeah,
Yeah, I
that was like
know.
crazy, bro.
He's like mission report.
Mission report. Yeah. And then you have
December
you have
16th,
Project
1991.
Insight, the end, like Project Insight, where
Yeah.
dude when Cap's just running on the, oh my gosh, dude, it's so sick. Falcon, everything. And I love the boat. The boat scene is goated.
Yes, yes.
And I do love his and Black Widow's chemistry. I also love how he goes back to his old camp and they find Arnim Zola in the basement. You
Yeah,
didn't even bring
Armzilla.
that up. That
Yep.
was really cool too.
Armzilla's also
How
really
they
cool.
sent missiles after it too.
I also like Can we also point out so Captain America doesn't kill people.
Right.
Yeah, and the on the Lemurian Star,
He, like,
you know,
knocks a
when he
bunch of people
when he
off.
knocks that guy off, breaks
Yeah.
his back, flies off. I'm pretty sure he broke his back and he's dead. And
Yeah.
he was brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. I also real quick, we're almost done here. I just want to go back to your take on Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Nothing too bad. I was gonna add one more good thing about it. I think one of my favorite scenes, one of my top 10 scenes probably, is the dinner scene when they're all trying to pick up Mjolnir.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that
yes! I
scene's
forgot
awesome.
about that scene too.
Yeah,
that scene is
that scene is so good. Where
Yeah.
he's like, it's just simple physics. Like, by Stark, by all means, and then he tries to pick it up. It's just simple physics. And then you have like Thor, like, rah, and then you have he's like,
You mean Hulk? But
yeah, Hulk, yeah, and then you have
Yeah.
Cap. Well, people say that he technically could have picked it up there, but he only didn't because he don't want to take away
Take your Thor's pride.
pride. He's like, y'all not worthy.
Or you're simply not worthy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what if you put it in an elevator?
It's
Elevator's not worthy.
I'm gonna miss these
Oh,
dogs.
hey, one more thing. Boom, you looking for this?
Yeah. Boom, you looking for this?
War Machine, War Story.
I drop it at his feet. I'm like, boom, you looking for this?
Yep.
War Machine Story kills.
It kills.
Oh my gosh. So
That's why I don't talk to you guys.
And then yeah, I know. He's like, that guy has no regards for law maintenance.
Yeah. Or like Ultron. I like how he's like a little kid too. He's like, do I look like Iron Man to you?
Yeah, he's like, children. That's the word. That's funny.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, don't hate me for the Ultron take. I think every Avengers movie is good in their own right. I do. I really do. Yeah. I promise you, I walked out of Infinity War literally like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I literally couldn't believe
but that's will be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for joining with us today.
And nerding out.
Yep, nerding out with you as always. We're probably gonna talk about Phase 3 and some other things next week.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys. Have a good rest of y'all's week, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Oh my. No, Jake.